Nelson Mandela influenced millions of lives around the world, and tonight we look at how Western Massachusetts residents remember the man who gave so much for the cause of social justice. Good evening and welcome to 22 News at 5:30. I'm Barry Krieger. Tonight, people in Hampshire County, like people everywhere, are reflecting on the life and legacy of Nelson Mandela. 22 News reporter Matt Karen is standing by live at our Hampshire County Bureau with reflections from people saddened by Mandela's passing last night.
Yeah, tonight we had no problem getting people to talk about the life of Nelson Mandela. We got to hear about the kind of impact that he had here on the people of Hampshire County, even though his life was lived half a world away. Nelson Mandela, a transformational leader whose battle against South African apartheid rule earned him global respect.
For me, what is inspirational is how someone could be so forgiving after being in prison for 27 years. That to me is probably more amazing. And then be someone who is not living his life for himself, but for others in South Africa. I mean, he really believed and was committed to something.
News of the 95-year-old's death wasn't a surprise to most. He'd been ill for a while. But for Brooke Norton of East Hampton, it was a shock. She spent the morning telling her children about Mandela's legacy.
I was just telling my kids that he was just a really great figure. He was up there with Martin Luther King Jr. and Mother Teresa and Gandhi, and he was a good guy.
Remembrances of Mandela have dominated social media feeds. It's the #1 global trend on Twitter. It's also all over cable networks, including from MSNBC's Rachel Maddow. Seen here in an earlier interview with 22 News, Maddow has roots in Hampshire County. She posted this on her Facebook page. Very few world leaders are able to rise to the level of genuine giants of history. There can be no doubt that Nelson Mandela, through his heroism, sacrifice, and leadership, earned his iconic status. And the people of Hampshire County are remembering Nelson Mandela not only through words, but with events and actions. Events like tonight at UMass and Amherst at the Bowker Auditorium, where there's a dancing performance with a video tribute to the life of Nelson Mandela and other transformational leaders.
In this piece, we've got some quotes from Mandela, and particularly there's a section called Skin Colors, in which we refer to Mandela's vision of us as a rainbow tribe. Rather than looking at us as black and white, let us look at each other as different shades of brown, that we're all here the same, and we all have the same values, which is basically love one another.
For more remembrances, you can log on to our website at wwlp.com. Live at our Hampshire County Bureau in Northampton, Matt Karen, 22 News.